Tonight, in a Denver 7 exclusive, you'll meet a woman who is afraid to call the police. Sounds crazy, right? Maybe you'll understand when you hear her story.
He got home drunk, very drunk, and he attacked me.
Virginia Mancinas tears up thinking about that night, June of 2011.
I'm not sure if he put a weapon behind my head or not. I'm not sure, but he said he has a weapon. And I was so nervous, I decided to call the police.
911, what is the address to your emergency?
She told dispatch every detail how her husband beat and threatened her.
But when the police arrived, I decided not to tell them anything.
But you called 911.
I do.
Mancinas' story happens too often to women. She was afraid of her husband, afraid of what he would do to her if police got involved. So when the Garfield County Sheriff's Office came knocking, she changed her story.
I was trying to protect my husband.
And do you regret protecting him? And it got worse. Mancinas ended up being the one hauled off to jail, charged with false reporting.
They treat me like a criminal.
The false reporting charge was dropped for lack of evidence, but then the sheriff's office called ICE, which started a whole new chain of events for Mancinas. She sat in ICE custody for 2 weeks, never once getting medical attention.
We doubly victimized Virginia, and we want to make sure that those things don't happen anymore in the state of Colorado.
State Representative Dan Pabon is one of the sponsors of Virginia's law, a bill now before the state legislature to make sure victims of domestic violence aren't treated differently, even if they're undocumented.
If you have problems, if you call the police, of course you call for help. And they don't do that.
You didn't get any help?
Of course not. They just send me to jail, and then almost they send me to Mexico.
Mancinas now has resident status, but she considers herself one of the lucky ones. A lawyer friend stepped in on her behalf. But she says in her community, it is just understood you're not safe.
I have friends who has the same problem. They don't call the police. They're afraid.
If you're a resident of Colorado, we want to make sure that you can report your crime and hold your perpetrator accountable. That's all this bill does.
Representative Pabon introduced House Bill 1417 tonight. It would create safeguards to prevent immigration enforcement from getting involved in cases like this. And the goal really is to make sure all public facilities are safe for Colorado residents, regardless of status. The legislature finishes up May 9th, so we'll let you know what happens with this bill.